Welcome to the Rich TV show. We are live. We're going to talk about the hottest stocks of the day. And right now, PHOE is up 116%, by far the hottest stock of the day. You also got AEHL up 84%, INOD up big 87%. So those are some of the hot stocks right now. We got AEHL up 57%, GDC up 13%, CTM up 13%, Rocket Labs, RKLB having a big day, up 17%. Iron also having a big day so far, up 5%. It was up pre-market. It's starting to drop back down. STRZ up 3%. And ZEFI, new 52-week high for Zephyro Corp with growing revenues and growing volume. ZEFI at a new 52-week high, as predicted, up 8.9% on the day. MNST up 11%. Monster Beverage Corporation having a nice day. Feed up 4%. MXL up 16% right now. ZBAI up 11%. And Zephyro Corp in America up 7%. Look at that volume in America. 272,000 shares have traded in America. If there's anything I'm missing, let me know. We want to track the entire markets and make sure we're watching every top mover and gainer of the day. Let's go up to the top. PHOE still the hottest gainer of the day, up 113%, followed by AEHL, which has a massive green candle, now up 109%. If there's anything I'm missing, let me know, and I will add it to the list of picks that we are watching as we are live. Hope you've had a great week. Happy Friday to you. The markets are absolutely on fire. Massive, massive growth across the board, and we're here for it. Never fear, Rich TV's here, and we're here for it to share the winners. Let's just quickly take a look at the overall markets, and we see we are in a green day. Dow Jones up 121 basis points. S&P 500 up 45 basis points. And the NASDAQ up 286 basis points. So a big green day in the markets. The VIX is red as the market's green. Gold is green again, up $38. And oil in the red, down to $94. So we are having a big green week, record week, lots of new records in all the markets as the markets continue to pump and stay hot. And like I said, the Rich TV Live show is here for it to share with you as it happens. And like I said, if there's anything that is missing that you want us to look at, let us know and we will pull it up. I want to show you ZEFI here in Canada. You can see the volume, 271,000 shares. That is unusual volume for ZEFI. Full disclosure, I do own shares in Zephyro Corp. I'm glad I do because it keeps going up. But look at the level 2 market depth. You can see 78,000 shares on the bid at 60 cents and only 500 shares at 61, which tells me that we're about to go to 62 cents. And we just hit a new 52-week high, 61 cents. So as soon as we hit 62, that's a new 52-week high. So very important to be able to learn how to use market data, market depth. This is free at cboe.com in Canada. And you can see the market depth right there. So very easily you can see there's more buying pressure than selling pressure. And this is how traders make good investing decisions. If there's more buying pressure than selling pressure, that typically, there it goes. We're now at 62 cents. There it is. Now it's 62 cents for ZEFIF Methane Corp. We are live, and it is now about to hit a new all-time high of 62 cents. So it's important for you to understand this and understand what this is. Look, 61 cents now is on the bid, 34,500 shares on the bid at 61 cents, 21,500 on the offer at 62 cents. And as soon as we hit 62 cents, we'll have a new 52-week high on ZEFIF Methane Corp. So you ask, what does ZEFIF do? We got lots of videos talking about it, but essentially what they do is they cap oil wells, orphaned and unusable and ineffective oil wells that are leaking methane. They cap them, they capture carbon credits, they get government grants, and they've got contracts throughout the United States to cap oil wells, and they have growing revenue, very, very aggressive growing revenue. And you can see the chart here, how it is growing beautifully. Absolutely beautiful chart here, essentially from 15 cents to 61 cents. And we should be hitting, there it is, we're at 62 cents, new 52-week high, up 10% on the day, and traded 301,000 shares, which is very unusual volume for them, bigger than usual. All right, so AEHL is now taken over as the top play of the day. AEHL is up 125%. They're absolutely pumping. And we appreciate you joining us here today, wherever you are watching. If you like these videos, smash the like button, comment down below, share the video everywhere, and subscribe wherever you are live. Wow, look at AEHL absolutely pumping. These are 5-minute candles. Let's just watch it. Look at pump. Watch it pump. Wow. I'm going to put some music here, and we're just going to watch the show. There it is. AEHL up 124%, and the hottest stock of the day. Thank you for those of you guys that are watching, wherever you're watching. We appreciate you guys, and we love you guys. All right, let's pick some music up here. Not liking that one. AEHL, the hottest stock of the day so far. We also got PHOE up 88%. INOD up 86%. AEHL up 51%. Mask up 34%, having a big day. And Rocket Labs shooting like a rocket, up 19%. We are live. If you like these videos, smash the like button, comment down below, share the video everywhere, and subscribe. If you're live, join us at richtv.io. It's our website, an ecosystem built by investors for investors. Tons of information there. How to buy stocks, how to sell stocks, how to trade stocks, how to sell and buy crypto, how to set up accounts. All that information at richtv.io. We are live. This is our website right here, richtv.io. Look at all the information here. Absolutely free. Tons of information here. Stocks and cryptos, economic calendars, earning calendars, dividend calendars, splits calendar, IPO calendar, chat rooms, trading education, trading exams, stock screener, personal access, pro picks, specialized reports. I mean, it's all right here on Rich TV. You want to see the Magnificent Seven? NVIDIA, Tesla leading the way. Look at that, up 3% today. NVIDIA pumping up 2% today. Apple up 2%. Amazon in the green. Google in the green. Meta in the red. And Microsoft in the red. That's the Magnificent Seven. Tesla leading the way, up 3%. Let's watch it. I'm going to look at the hot stocks for 2026. We're tracking the hottest companies in the world. Wow, look at Cavana. Down 79% today. Those are stocks. Hottest stocks of 2026. Some that stay hot today. INOD up 87%. What a huge move for them. Iron stays hot, up 6% today. AMD stays hot, up 6%. Dell stays hot, up 5%. Intel stays hot, up 4%. Anta stays hot, up 3%. Tesla up 3%, FMST up 3%, DraftKings up 3%. How do I not have SNDK on my list? That's insane. It's gotta be the hottest stock and it's not on my list. Okay, this is the hottest stock over the last 2 years and it just keeps pumping. SNDK up another 8% today. This is absolutely outrageous. These guys don't stop. It will not stop. It just keeps going up. Wow, how's Macron not on my list? What am I doing here? Macron has to be on my list. Another one of those hot stocks that just keeps pumping. Up another 9% today. Unreal. Unreal price action for Macron and SNDK today. These guys are absolutely flowing. AEHL, still the hottest stock of the day, up 117%. All right, we'll stop with the music. All right, PHOE up 88%, looking hot. INOD now up 91%. These guys are jockeying for position. You can see AEHL, the hottest stock, up 117. INOD up 91. PHOE up 89. And AIIO up 54%. Now, this is a 91-cent stock. Anything that's under a dollar is what I would consider a penny stock, so proceed with extreme caution. Not telling you to buy it, just sharing the information for information and education purposes. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm a trader like you guys, and we're looking for opportunities in the market. Mask up and down, you can see, but they're up 26% on the day. Rocket Lab shooting like a rocket, now up 21%. And I like to write these things down. I think it's important to write things down so you can stay track of what is really happening in the markets. Let me write this down. Huge day for Rocket Lab, up 22%. On revenue, 200 million in revenue, up 63% year over year. Gross profit, 76 million. Adjusted earning per share loss of 0.07. Backlog, $2.2 billion. Wow. So we're having a massive earnings season, and Rocket Lab absolutely crushed their earnings. That's why the stock is popping, as you see here. Groupon having a nice day, up 13%. MXL up 15%. CTNT up 10%, 13%, sorry. AMBO up 9%. ANPA rocking up 22%. Look at that huge candle. ANPA having a nice day. FTCI up 10%. AXTI up 13%. MNST up 12%. CTM up 14%. Bravo BRVO, Bravo Mining Corp up 11%. ZBAI up 11%. PTLE up 11%. Poet, which we've talked about a lot here. We've interviewed them. They've been on our show, up 14%. Macron up 9%. Destiny Tech 100 DXYZ up 10%. Lunar LUNR up 10%. DRAM ETF up 8%. And ZEFI at 61 cents up 8%. And hitting a new 52-week high today. SNDK having a monster day, up 8%. They just continue to go up. Like, if you look at the 1 years, like, this is just outrageous. Look at this. Look at SNDK. Like, I keep tracking this and it keeps going higher. In 1 year, this stock is up. It's just crazy. From this is outrageous. The stock is up 8,600%. Like, what? In 1 year? I've never seen anything like it. This is one of by far the hottest stocks I've ever seen in my life, and it just keeps going up. And it's like, how do you buy a stock that's already up thousands of percent? It's outrageous. 8,000%. Am I like losing my mind? Like, is that real? Like, how is that even possible? Like, let's go from here. 1,800%. Apparently, it's saying it's up 3,350%. But if we go from that price target, which is $73, to where we are today, it's up 1,800% in 240 days. It's absolutely outrageous. All right, there's ZEFI. Now it's 62 cents. You can see a new 52-week high for ZEFI. Full disclosure, I do own shares in Zefiro Methane Corp. And you can see how this stock has produced and how much they're up. From 20 cents to 62, up 201% in 214 days. 201% in the last 214 days is Zefiro Methane Corp. So doing very, very well, quietly, and starting to make noise now. People are starting to recognize them for their success. Beautiful chart there on Zefiro Methane Corp. Beautiful chart there on SNDK equally. Wolf, what a beautiful chart for Wolf. They're up 9% today. Wolf has a ridiculous chart. Look at that. Unreal, like right up. They're up 9% today. Speaking of hot stocks, Wolf having a nice day. If there's any stocks or crypto you want me to look at, let me know. We'll pull it up. GEN, Gen Digital up 9%. Qualcomm, another one of those hot stocks. Wow. QCOM up 6%. Let me add them to my hot stocks list. QCOM, Qualcomm. That chart is crazy. Look at that year-to-date chart on Qualcomm from $123 to $214. It's a nice pump. Up 73% this year. It's Qualcomm. I'm writing this down. They continue to stay hot. INOD with the biggest candle here. Those are daily candles. Iron also up 10%. Having a nice day. Macron up 9%. SNDK up 8%. These are the hottest stocks of 2026 that we're tracking. Continue to stay hot. Intel just keeps going higher. The Trump administration took a position in Intel, and since then they are up billions of dollars on this stock. And it continues to just go higher, up 6% on the day. there's any stocks I'm missing, let me know and I'll pull it up. Okay, we can see the Dow Jones is having a big day, up 51 basis points. S&P 500 up 50 basis points. The NASDAQ having a monster day, up 1%, 1.18%, up 304 basis points. The VIX is in the red as the market's green. Gold also green, up $39, and oil in the red at $94.50. Thank you for watching the Rich TV show. If you like these videos, smash the like button, comment down below, share the video everywhere, and subscribe for future updates. Can I edit that? Oh, perfect. There we go. Let's update that. There we go. I can see Intel there at 6% up. Let's take a look at crypto today. SEC approved crypto. All right, we got APT leading the way up 2%. XTZ up 1%. Link up 1%. HBAR up just under 1%. Cardano slightly green. Shiba Inu slightly green. Polkadot slightly green. AVAX slightly green. Stellar Lumen slightly green. Litecoin slightly green. And Solana, which I own, full disclosure, in the green, but slightly. XRP, which I also own, slightly green. Bitcoin Cash slightly green. And Bitcoin at 79,900, jockeying for position, slightly red. Just struggling to hold that $80,000 mark, which for whatever reason people are selling at this price. I think it's kind of comical because we all know that it's going to go much, much, much higher than this over the next couple of years. I'm not in sell mode for Bitcoin. I'm only in acquisition mode, and that's what I'm teaching our students, to acquire as much Bitcoin as humanly possible. I saw a stat, I don't know if it's true, but if it is, in order for you to be a part of the 1% of Bitcoin, all you need to own is 0.28 of a Bitcoin, which I have a lot more than that. I'm part of the 1%. If you want to be a part of 1% of this commodity, part of the 1%, the elite, all you got to do is own 0.28 of a Bitcoin. Let me write that down because that needs to be understood. I don't think it is understood. 0.28% of a Bitcoin gives you 1% of makes you part of the 1% of the largest holders in the network. 0.28. That's it. Imagine being a part of the 1% of the holders in gold. Imagine being part of the 1% of the holders of oil. Imagine being part of the 1% of the holders in real estate. If you're part of the 1% of any major commodity, gold, oil, real estate, you're independently wealthy. We're so early in this game that you can have 0.28 of a Bitcoin, which is roughly what? 25,000 US, something like that. 25,000 US, and you're part of the 1%. I think everyone should try to own at least one Bitcoin, but there isn't enough Bitcoin for everyone to have one. It's only 21 million Bitcoin there'll ever be, and there's 7 billion people. Do the math. There's a reason why I continue to tell everyone to own Bitcoin. This is the average man's opportunity to become independently wealthy without spending enormous amounts of money. This is the easiest way to get rich. And you learn this here at Rich TV. Bitcoin hits all-time highs of 126,296 on October 6th, 2025. That was its all-time high. We're now at 80,000. So we're still down 50% from those highs. We're going way higher, folks. We're going way higher than 126,000. My prediction is 250,000 US by October 2029. But I think there's a very good chance it could go way higher than that. That's a very reasonable estimate. It's a safe estimate, okay, based on this pattern of where it was in 2021, where it went in 2025, and where I believe it's going to go in 2029, which will be much higher than these levels. You can see I've got the whole play-by-play here. I talked about where it would go, and when it hit its all-time high, what it would do. And I said I did predict we should see a drop that will last until the end of 2026. So far, I've been correct. We've seen a massive drop, and we have been in this bearish market all year, which means Bitcoin's been down and stayed down all year, which I've predicted, and I predict it's going to last until December, despite the fact that billions and billions and billions of dollars is going into Bitcoin almost on a daily basis from institutions, high net worth investors, pension funds, day traders. Countries are pouring in. We're now at 80,300. You can see my prediction is that December 2026 will be the bear market bottom. I might be wrong with that, but based on historical patterns, that's typically the bear market bottom, which means we could be seeing a little bit of a trick here, fool's gold with this movement up. This could be just like a relief rally and then a pullback coming at some point, and then culminating on an absolute bottom by December, which would be the best time to buy as much as humanly possible, in my opinion. But I might be wrong. We may have already seen the bottom right here at where I have the circle at about 60,000. Top 11 coins that are going to be purchased by the U.S. Strategic Reserve, plus some coins that I really like. Some I already own. Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, Cardano, PHOE, XRP, and Crow. I think you should own all of those, in my opinion, for the next bull run. I also like Stellar Lumens, Zcash, Binance, and Doge. I plan to own all 11 of these coins by the end of this year. I already own about half of them, and I plan to own all of them by the end of this year going into the next bull market. My real goal is just to use them to get more Bitcoin. I'm just going to use all these other coins, and when they pump, I'm going to sell them, and I'm going to put it all into Bitcoin. The bull market starts in 2027, probably immediately in 2027, and the next catalyst for that bull market, which is this 4-year cycle, because of every 4 years we have a Bitcoin halving. The next catalyst will be the Bitcoin halving in the spring of 2028, at which point in time I will plan to sell all my Bitcoin at its peak in early October of 2029. That is my game plan and the essential play-by-play of how I'm playing this Bitcoin and crypto rally going into the next few years. You can find all this information right here at Rich TV. All right. All right, so that's Bitcoin. AEHL. Once again, the hottest stock of the day, still up 103%, followed by INOD up 89%, PHOE up 36%, despite the fact it has started to climb down. ALLO up 62%, Mask up 31%. These are 5-minute candles. And Rocket Labs shooting like a rocket up 23%. If there's anything else I'm missing, let me know. I'll pull it up on the screen. This is where I can make a post on X. All right. Oh, RXT. That's another stock that just pumped. RXT. I haven't seen this one before. Rackspace Technology. They just pumped 35%. Add them to your list. Ooh. Look at that. RXT having a good day. Wow. Let's look at some of the red companies. Carvana having a massive drop here. Cloudflare, one I really like, dropping on news that they're going to cut 1,100 jobs for an AI first shift. Wow. I say buy the dip on net. Massive drop. Write that down. Typically, when companies cut staff, that's actually very good for the stock. I think this dip is a buying opportunity on Cloudflare. They've been one of the best stocks. If you look at the last year and over the last 5 years, how they performed, been an absolute rocket, essentially doing a 10x. So I believe this is a buying opportunity for Cloudflare. Good companies, when they dip, that's just a buying opportunity, in my opinion. You can see Cloudflare over the last few years is up. The last 3 years is up 400. Let's go to today's price. 374% over the last 3 years for Cloudflare. So I really believe like every major dip it's had has been a buying opportunity, and I wouldn't see any reason why this is any different. I mean, I might be wrong. Everything we talk about is for information and education purposes, but that's how my brain thinks. Okay, so we got AEHL, still the hottest stock of the day, now up 101%, followed by INOD up 86%, ALLO up 62%, and RXT up 36%. And really ripping right now, RXT. We'll keep our eyes on them for now. And we're going to make a post on X. All right, so let me just get my scanner up. Let's see what is popping. YMAT. All right, let's add YMAT here. YMAT. It's another hot stock. They're up 117%. Let's pull up YMAT. Now, they're a penny stock, so proceed with caution. Don't just immediately go and buy it because I'm talking about it. But they are popping right now, up 118%. I'm going to make a post here on X. All right. Hot stocks. to watch right now. All right, so we got YMAT up 118%. AEHL up 111%. INOD up 88%. AIIO 61%. These are the hottest stocks of the day. West up 36%. Let me add West to our list. West. I'm going to add West here. West Coffee Company. They're up 37%. Look at those candles. Upwork getting crushed 19% today. All right. Whoa, AEHL is just pumping right now. Up 147%. Wow. Let's change that. All right. What else do we got here? PHOE up 37%. All right. PHOE up 37%. And then we got RXT up 35%. We got FLNC up 34%. Cool. It's pretty cool that it does that. Okay, so I can only pick one. Okay, so we'll use AEHL as an example. Okay. West up 37%, Mask up 27%. FLNC I'm missing here. FLNC. Let's add that. Fluence Energy. They're up 36%. Wow, AHL is going crazy. All right, let's go back here. I don't know why it says 118%. Mine says way higher, but regardless. Okay. All right. Mask of 27%. Rocket Labs, RKLB up 24%. All right. Laser, LASR up 22%. Add that to the list. Laser is up 22%. Okay. CCSI up 21%. I don't believe I have CCSI on my list. CCSI. I'm watching about 1,000 of the top stocks in crypto on my list. So I'm adding and deleting all the time, trying to keep my eye on the best stocks and crypto opportunities. Look at AEHL. It's now up 158%. It's absolutely going crazy. 170%. Let's just watch this for a second. Wow. 172%. Incredible. Absolutely incredible. For some reason on X, it's showing it's only up 127%. I don't know why. Why does it say 127%? Anyways, I'm going to change it. 172%. Keeps going up while we're posting this. Like literally going up while we're posting this. All right, SIF is up 21%. Happy Friday to you guys that are watching. AKAM up 19%. Some huge moves today in the markets. Absolutely enormous moves. AKAM. I don't remember having them on my list. Nope. Let me add that. Oh, should take a look at AKAM. They're up 20%. $140 stock. Wow. Groupon, GRPN up 19%. Like, look how much green there is today. Absolutely incredible. All right. Okay, let's just try to find big names. PHOE, Phoenix Asia Holdings up 17%. Okay. MXL up 17%. All right. PGNY up 17%. Wow. Incredible. Just big moves. All right. Frog up 16%. Frog. I have no idea who Frog is, but they're having a big day. Frog. Let's add Frog to our list. JFrog. All right, JFrog. So you're having a big day, up 16%, JFrog. Very nice. I think AEHL is finally halted. Looks like it stopped trading. Its average volume is 5 million. It's traded 139 million today. Wow. What a rocket. Okay. Let's continue with this. Long list of gainers today and this big green day. Poet. Excuse me. Poet up 16%. They've been on our show. They've been an absolute rocket as far as AI stocks. All right, let's try to find some bigger names as we go down this list. I like that symbol, fly. Up 14%. Aerospace stock, fly. Let's add that to the list. I don't think I have Fly on my list. Nope. Firefly Aerospace up 13%. Moderna. Oh, Moderna back on our list. mRNA. Wow. mRNA. They've been down for a long time, up 12%. I haven't seen them doing well for a long time. All right, let's see if there's anybody else worth mentioning. Let's see, what else? So much green today, guys. SNDK up 9%. SNDK up 9%. Hottest stock over the last 2 years. It just keeps going up like every day. Absolutely insane. SNDK. Okay, and Micron, MU, up 9%. Okay. All right, let's just look for some big names now at this point. Iron also up 8%. Okay. And who else is worth mentioning? Going through my scanner. Wolf up 6%. They've been a hot stock. Qualcomm, QCOM up 6%. Another hot stock that just keeps going. All right. We're running at the end of our list here. Block is up 6%. They're obviously in the Bitcoin space. Gold is up 6%. All right. Good day for gold. Corning, GLW. GLW up 5%. Is it Corning on my list? Let's see here. All right, Corning's on my list. Okay. Dell up 5%. Dell. All right. All right, at this point, let me just look here. Okay. AMD's up 6%. Missed that. AMD. All right. Intel up 5%. Trump admin is up billions on Intel. Okay, what else is worth mentioning? Monster Beverage, MNST up 14%. Do I have Monster on my list? MNST. Do. All right. 14%. MNST up 14%. There we go. McDonald's is at a 52-week low. It's interesting. Probably a buying opportunity. McDonald's, eh? I see, that's a buying opportunity. Let's take a look at McDonald's. Okay, I think that's enough. And Mr. Warren Buffett, where are you? Mr. Warren Buffett. All right. All right, we're going to make that post. All right, so we made that post. Welcome to the Rich TV show on this Friday. Hope you're having a great day. All right, let's share this tab and let's go back to the markets. Woo! AEHL now up 225%. Holy moly. I say McDonald's is a good buy. I'm going to show you why. 52-week low. I like to buy good companies on the low. People are not going to stop buying McDonald's. And I'm going to show you the chart. MCD. All right. Wow. YMAT up 115. INOD up 94. AIIO up 58. RXT up 40% now. We're watching everything that's popping live this Friday. West up 36. FLNC up 31. Mask up 24%. Okay, let's go to McDonald's. MCD. All right, so I'm going to show you their chart, and I'm going to show you why this is a buying opportunity. So see this, I'm going to do the 1 year, okay? So see how McDonald's, his high was in March, not even a long time ago, $340. Okay. So you're going to see this, how it went from 284 to 340, and now it's dropped from 340 down to 284 again, area 281. It's a buying opportunity. We're talking about one of the biggest companies in the world as far as restaurant chains. They've got value meals. They've got tons of real estate. They're not going to go anywhere. They're not going to disappear. People are not going to stop eating McDonald's. Every time I go to McDonald's, it's always busy. They get tons of free advertising because Trump eats it. You know, Warren Buffett eats it. Elon Musk eats it. They're the richest men in the world, some of the richest men in the world, and they're eating this, you know, not really great food. But the reality is these guys are great marketing machines. They've got tons of real estate, and they're everywhere. Everyone knows these arches. So as an investor, if I see a great company, and I'm a long-term investor, so if I see a great company on a dip, that's a buying opportunity. Just like I told you that I thought Cloudflare was a buying opportunity on the drop, I think this is a buying opportunity as a 52-week low. And I'll be talking about that on my next weekly show that I do on Stockhouse. But yeah, I like to look for good quality companies that are 52-week lows. That to me is a screaming buy. You get a good quality company at a 52-week low, that is an opportunity. And this is clearly an opportunity on McDonald's, the greatest, biggest restaurant chain in the world, bar none. As nobody can compete with these guys. Why are they down? I really don't know. All I know is they've dropped from they've dropped a lot from 340 to 280 in a month. It's a buying opportunity. It is down 17% in 74 days. So let's just, sorry, in 69 days, it has dropped 17%. That is a buying opportunity for McDonald's, in my opinion. Now, remember, everything we talk about is for information and education purposes. I do not control the markets. I do not hold the markets up for you to take profits. My advice to you is do your own due diligence, do your own research before you invest in anything that we talk about or discuss. And everything we talk about and discuss is strictly for information and education purposes. Whoa, look at this. So we've been looking at ZEFIF. They hit a new 52-week high today of 65 cents. Traded 440,000 shares in volume. So the volume just continues to go higher. This is great news. I'm a shareholder, full disclosure. But look at this. You can go to level 2. This is on cboe.com in Canada. And you can see there is 28,000 shares of buying at 61 cents, 23,000 shares of 64 on the offer. So there's a little bit of a gap here as people try to jockey for position. But there is more buying support than there is selling pressure. So this to me looks like it can very easily go to about 69 cents, maybe even today, once all this selling gets eaten up. And with the 440,000 shares of volume, it's a very good likelihood that this selling is going to get eaten up and this stock could go much higher today. Like we could easily see 69 cents. Like look at all the bids lining up and look at all the support there and look at all the offers. So as a trader, you want to be able to look at level 2. This is called level 2 market depth. And you want to be able to see the buying support versus the selling pressure. If there's way more selling pressure than buying support, that usually means the stock's going to go down. If there's way more buying support than selling pressure, usually means the stock's going to go up. And the stock's already up today, and it hit a high of 65 cents, which is a new 52-week high. And look at that beautiful chart on ZEFIF Corp. Let's just go to their website for a second. Eliminating methane emissions to drive sustainable growth. This is their website. ZEFIF is solving a major industry problem by partnering with upstream energy stakers. Methane is at least 25 times more potent than carbon, and nobody talks about it. The orphan methane problem and ZEFIF's solution to solving it. There are millions of potential orphan methane sources, AOOGs, across 26 US states as of 2020 in the form of defunct oil and gas wellheads. Leveraging decades of operational expertise, ZEFIF is building a new toolkit to clean up air, land, and water impacted by methane leaks. The company has built a fully integrated operation to these environmental services via corporate, government, and the environmental markets for emissions offsets. As an originator of high-quality US-based methane offsets, ZEFIF aims to lead the expansion that will drive even more capital into solving the orphan methane problem. And you can see the stock is responding. All right, so this is what I'm looking at McDonald's here. All right, look at this. AEHL is now up 276%. My goodness. This is crazy. While we're live, AEHL has gone up from 100% to now 276% today and just keeps going up. YMAT also up 153%. Absolutely killing it. And INOD up 92%. AIIO at 58%. RXT up 42%. And West up 37%. FLNC up 32%. Mask is up 26%. And Rocket Labs shooting up like a rocket of 23%. CCSI up 23%. Laser up 20%. AKAM up 20%. And PHOE up 28%. If there's anything I'm missing, let me know as we track the entire markets while we are live. Let me just look at my screener, see if there's anything I'm missing. Market is pumping very good today. It's been pumping good all week. Look at the Dow Jones up 109 basis points. Whoa, YMAT just pumped. S&P 500 up 57 basis points. And the Nasdaq up 326 basis points. So big moves in the market. Let's go back there. Whoa, YMAT pumping as we're live now, up 200%. YMAT. These are 5-minute candles. STFS. Let's add another one. STFS. All right, we just added STFS. They're also up 94. Wow. INOD up 94% and STFS up 90%. We got some serious movers today. AEHL up 276. YMAT right now. Penny stocks, so proceed with caution. They're up 199%. Absolutely killing it. We appreciate everyone that's following us. If you like these videos, smash the like button, comment down below, share the video everywhere, and subscribe for future updates. We are live talking about the hottest stocks in crypto of the day, but there really isn't much going on in crypto. It's mostly in stocks today as the markets are on fire. AEHL looks like it's halted because you can see it's not trading. Circuit breakers. YMAT up 191%. INOD up 95%. STFS up 75%. ALLO up 57%. RXT up 43%. West up 37%. FLNC up 32%. PHOE up 33%. Mask up 27%. RKLB up 24%. CCSI up 23%. And MXL up 22%. POET up 21%. Laser up 22%. AKAM up 20%. And Groupon, GRPN up 19%. Frog up 17%. DXYZ up 16%. And Lunar up 15%. NVAX up 15%. Novavax, Firefly Aerospace up 14%. Moderna, alive, up 14% on revenue of $380 million versus $249 million expected. So 260% year-over-year growth. The question is why? Is there another pandemic coming, or should I say plandemic? All right. All right. All right, let me add a couple to this list here. KCOHR. Coherent Corp. All right, and we're going to add AMKR, AMKR, KLAC, LRCX, Keys. These are all companies that NVIDIA is working with in one capacity or another or investing in. GLW. Okay, got that one. JBL. Jabil. Okay. VRT. I'm pretty sure I have VRT. Okay, I got VRT, STM, and ON. Always adding to my watch list. Okay. Always adding and deleting to this watch list. And like I said, there's 1,000 stocks and cryptos that we're watching. I know it's a lot, but you eventually get to know all the companies. Maybe not all the companies, but the majority of the good ones. You get to know them when you watch them every day. And that's what it takes if you want to be successful. You got to have repetition and consistency as a trader. And I mean, you can be a perfect trader. Oh, 378%. Holy moly, AEHL is going nuts. 378%. Wow. Guys, AEHL is blowing up today. Hottest stock of the day, now up 378%. While we are live, this has gone up from 100% to now up 378%. And I think it's been halted again. Wow. And look at that. While that's happening, YMAT also going crazy. Let's put these two together side by side. AHL and YMAT. Why is it showing J-Star? Okay, YMAT is J-Star. So these are two hottest stocks, AEHL and YMAT, and I have them both up on my screen at the same time so we can watch them both pump. AEHL is halted up 378%, and YMAT is up 207%. And we can literally just watch them pump. We need some pumping music. We need some stock pumping music right now for these two pumpers. All right. All right, let's see. Let's see if we can get some stock pumping music. There's the two pumpers. YMAT up 215% and AEHL up 378%. YMAT is absolutely going crazy right now, up 232%. AEHL is halted up 378%. And we're watching them both live. Woo! ZEFI up 14%, traded 484,000 shares, and you can see, look what I tell you. The bid is now at 64 cents. The offer is at 65. There's more buying pressure than selling pressure, and that's why the stock is going up. And it is up another 14% today. Look at that beautiful chart. It's a thing of beauty. Zafiro Methane Corp is pumping up 14% on the day. So is YMAT up 230% on the day. Absolutely crazy. Wow. I think we need some pumping music. Let's get some pumping music. Epic. We are live and interactive. We're watching Rich TV as we watch the markets pump. YMAT, that candle's massive, now up 278%, and they've been halted. So YMAT is halted and AEHL is halted. Unbelievable. Both of them are halted as they've been pumping hard. INOD also up 98% today. STFS also up 81%. We'll move on to the next one since the other two have been halted. If there's anything else moving, let me know. We will pull it up. AIIO, they're really pumping. INOD up 99%. Wow. So you can see INOD and AEHL, two of the hottest stocks of the day, absolutely pumping. If there's anything I'm missing, let me know. I will pull it up in the charts. Wow. All right, YMAT is back trading. It is up 240%. The halt is over. Whoa, AEHL is back. They're up now 413%. So AEHL is up 413% and YMAT is up 281% today. The two hottest stocks of the day are absolutely rocking. Sneak attacks on a Friday. Whoa. Imperial Methane Corp is pumping. The 52-week high at 66 cents. Now up 17% today on almost 500,000 shares traded. Wow. What I tell you about the level 2? Told you level 2 looked really strong. I said there was more buying than selling. And look, 111,000 shares popped up at 72 cents. So that's where they're going to get a lot of selling pressure. Till then, looks like there's more buying support than selling pressure all the way up to 72 cents. Let's stop with the music. It's getting very intense there. All right, AEHL is still up the most, 413%. And YMAT up 240%. The two hottest stocks of the day. Both of them are under $5. Both of them are penny stocks, so proceed with extreme caution. AEHL looks like it's halted. YMAT is still trading up 235% on the day. INOD up 91%, ALLO up 83%, STFS up 45%, RXT up 40%, Mask is up 37%, West is up 37%, FLNC up 29%, RKLB up 24%, CCSI up 23%, MXL up 20%, ANPA up 21%, GRPN Groupon up 19%, big move for Groupon, POD up 20%, AKAM up 20%, Laser up 18%, PHOE up 23%, Frog up 18%, DXYZ up 17%, CTM up 17%, Fly is flying up 16%, Lunar up 14%, MNST up 13%, CTNT up 12%, NVAX up 12%, LACE up 11%, mRNA up 11%, SNDK up 10% now, MU up 10%, Gen Digital up 9%, DRAM up 9%, SIDU up 9%, Iron up 9%, GDC up 7%, Zephyro in the US, ZEFIF up 13%, QCOM up 8%, FTCI up 6%, MNTS up 8%, Livewire LVWR up 6%, SCNI up 7%, PL, Planet Labs up 7%, DOMH up 8%, KRKR up 7%, Playboy up 7%, and Zephyro in Canada up 14%. And look at the 1 year. Full disclosure, I do own shares in Zephyro, and they are now trading at a new 52-week high. Congratulations to investors if you're in on Zephyro Methane Corp. That chart looks beautiful. It's a thing of beauty. Well, AEHL now up 331%, so it's pulling back after the halt. YMAT still up 186%, but it's also pulling back after it was halted. And INOD up 91%. This is incredible. Zefiro has now hit a 52-week high today, up 23% on the day at 69 cents after we interviewed the company yesterday. It is absolutely taken off today, trading 530,000 shares at 69 cents, up 23% on the day. Look at that beautiful chart. I was showing you the level 2 market depth. You can see how there is a lot of selling pressure now at 70 cents and 72 cents. It's all lining up there. Could have been day traders that bought earlier today that are just sitting on the other side, selling, taking their profit. But there's still lots of bids lining up at 60 cents, 62 cents, 64 cents, 66 cents, small bid at 67, and then some selling at 69, and then lots of selling at 70 and 72. So I don't think it's going to break that today. Like, I don't think it's going to break 70, but it could go to 70 today. But I'd really be surprised if it broke 70 today with 84,000 shares there at 70 cents. That's a huge block. What is that? That's like $50,000 sitting on the offer right there. And there's $70,000 sitting on the offer here at 72 cents. So it's a massive wall of selling right there between 70 and 72 cents. And you can see all the buying support and the selling pressure. But like what I showed you earlier was that there was lots of buying support and very little selling pressure. But now you're starting to see the selling pressure come in and the buying support is still there, but it looks a little bit thin compared to the selling pressure now. And look, another person just jumped in at 71 cents with 1,000 shares. This is how you can look at level 2 market depth, and this is what traders use to determine if a stock's going to go up or down. But a big day for Zefiro Methane Corp, up 69% on news that they did a $10 million acquisition yesterday. We did put an interview out yesterday as well, and the stock is performing very well today, up 23%. In full disclosure, I do own shares in Zefiro Methane Corp. All right, so let's go back to the market. AEHL is still the hottest stock of the day, up 353% right now. And YMAT up 199%. AIIO up 85%. And INOD up 89%. RXT is up 50% now. They've really been ripping. Rackspace Technologies having a monster day. West having a big day, up 36%. Mask having a big day, up 41%. These are 5-minute candles. STFS up 11%. It was up. It's come back down. Still up a little bit. FLNC up 32%. CCSI up 26%. RKLB Rocket Lab up 26%. ANPA up 31%. PHOE up 24%. AKAM up 19%. Frog is up 20%. Poet up 17%. Groupon up 19%. MXL up 18%. Fly up 21% is flying. Laser up 11%. DXYZ up 16%. You can see YMAT is back to trading. They're up 204%. And then it just seems like it just keeps getting halted. And there's ZEFI there. Look at that beautiful chart. We've talked about them at length. And you can see how they are at the top of the Bollinger Bands. looking extremely bullish right now. Flies up 20%, Groupon up 19%, AKAM up 19%, MXL up 18%, CTM up 17%, POET up 17%, DXYZ up 15%, and Zephyro in the States up 16%, trading 367,000 shares when its average daily volume is only 49,000 shares. Look at that, now at 50 cents, up 20% of the day in America. Incredible move for Zephyro Methane Corp. Lunar up 15%. MNST, Monster Beverage, up 14%. Revenue at $2.35 billion, up 27% year over year. Nice revenue growth for Monster. Write this down. Monster Beverage. Up 14% on news. Novavax up 14%, 13.98% right now. NVAX. Moderna looking good, up 14%. Lace up 11%. SNDK just continues to go higher and higher and higher. They are now up 11% on the day. And this has been the hottest stock over the last 2 years. It's absolutely outrageous. And they just keep going higher. Literally every dip has been a buying opportunity for SNDK over the last 2 years. If we look at our hot stocks list from 2026, you can see INOD leading the way today, up 89%. QCOM up 12%. SNDK up 11%. Micron up 10%. Intel up 7%. They're all climbing. And AMD absolutely ripping right now, up 7%. AMD absolutely flying. Look at AMD's chart. Beautiful thing. Always putting together a list, always writing things down, and being as organized as humanly possible to make sure you don't miss any opportunities in the markets. Big green day in the markets today. You can see where the Dow Jones is up. Should hit 50,000 soon on the Dow. S&P 500 up. NASDAQ up at 26,132, up 326 or 1.27%. Big day for the NASDAQ. AEHL is trading again today. You can see this is how it's traded today, up 274%. Looks like it's halted again. And YMAT also trading now. It's been halted multiple times, currently up 178%. INOD up 88%. AIIO up 94%. RXT up 51%. Mask up 39%. West up 37%. FLNC up 31%. And ANPA up 61%. RKLD up 25%, been one of the biggest movers of the day. Love to have you visit our website at richtv.io. You can see all of our videos there of undervalued, underappreciated, underexposed companies, CEO interviews, breaking news, all at richtv.io. Feel free to join the Zefiro Methane Corp newsletter. Get all their updates on their news. Definitely a hot stock right now that everyone should be aware of. And full disclosure, I do own shares in Zefiro. You can see how it's performed today, hitting a new 52-week high of 70 cents. Currently sitting at 69 cents, up 23%. Traded 569,000 shares. And this is the cboe.com website. And you can see how the chart looks just so beautiful over the last year and how it has lined up its level 2. It seems to be slowing down as there's a lot of selling pressure at 70 cents and 74 cents. So investors are kind of slowing down right now because there's a big block of selling right there at 70 and 74 cents. CCSI up 25%. PHOE, which was the hottest stock of the day to start the day, now up 31%. So it was up a lot more. It's come back down. Still having a good day. Phoenix Asia Holdings up 31%. Let's look at the gold miners. Anglo Gold Ashanti leading the way up 5%. Foremost Clean Energy up 4%. Atlas Lithium up 4%. Gold.com up 3%. This is Barrick Gold. B2 Gold up 3%. Seabridge Gold up 3%. NUGT, which is the Gold Miners Index Bull 2x ETF, also up 3%. All right. Thank you for watching the Rich TV show. Thank you for joining us today. We appreciate you coming along for the ride. Hope you had a great trading day. If you have any questions, feel free to put it in the chat or message me. I'll do my best to answer your questions, whatever they may be. Hope you have a great weekend, and I hope you've had a great week. Thank you for watching. If you're not winning, you're probably not watching. We're bringing the winners, CEO interviews, breaking news, trending topics in the world of finance, and we bring it to you first. And happy hunting. Your boy's out.